Guess what, guys? They still make non-fat bikes. These are little tiny skinny tires. And these types of bikes always throw me a little bit. Is it a commuter or a mountain bike? It's got a lighter frame, beefy all-terrain tires, a torque sensor that delivers power on demand, and an aggressive riding style. So I want to say mountain bike, and Hovsco calls it the HovRanger mountain bike, but it lacks one crucial component that I think all true mountain bikes should have, and that is full suspension. It's got a hardtail. So I'll let you decide what you think it is, commuter, mountain bike, and I'll just do that testing thing. As far as power goes, it's got a 500 watt nominal, 970 watt peak pseudo brushless motor, and Pseudo is a sister company to Bafang. Now that's powered by a 48 volt, 15 amp hour lithium battery. You can remove it. It's got a battery level readout, can be charged in the frame or out of the frame, and takes 4 hours to do so. It's got 5 pedal assist levels, and in the app, you can change it from a class 2 to class 3 e-bike. Pedal assist 1, that's 10 miles an hour. 2 is also 10, just casually pedaling. 3 is 10 with the same cadence. 4 is 10 with the same cadence, and 5 is also 10 with the same cadence. This does have a torque and cadence sensor. That's about 75 RPM, and it tops out at 23 miles an hour. This has got a thumb throttle on the left side, and it's a throttle I haven't seen before, which I really like. Let's see how fast that goes. 18.5 for throttle. It goes back and forth between 18 and 19. All right, so casually pedaling for pretty much all the pedal assist levels, I got 10 miles per hour. That's just at my normal cadence. This is the sort of bike where the torque sensor really, it works. It works very well. The more pressure you put in those cranks, the faster you go, up to 22 miles per hour. And then straight throttle just fell short of the 20 mile per hour mark at 18.5 miles per hour. Now for mountain biking, you don't really want a fast acceleration, so let's test that out and see how long it takes for me to hit 20 miles per hour. Now, if you want a faster acceleration, use the pedal assist. The throttle is just a little bit slower. And now let me show you how reactive the pedal assist and throttle are. I'm on gear 1, pedal assist first. Here we go. There. Oh, geez. That is right away. As soon as you put pressure on that pedal, it goes. And then cruising about 10 miles an hour, if I stop pedaling, instantly cuts out. If I re-engage, yeah, it comes on right away. That is super reactive. Okay, throttle from a standstill. Comes on right away. Definitely slower than pedal assist. Not really a sporty throttle, easy to maintain a certain speed, which is nice. And it is a all or nothing sort of a deal. It doesn't depend on the pedal assist. And then cruising 11, 12 miles an hour, if I release it, instantly cuts off. If I re-engage, comes on right away. The reaction time is just instantaneous. It's the best I've seen for a bike in this class. I couldn't find a hill rating for the HovRanger, but the motor produces 65 Newton meters of torque. I've got a full charge of the bike, speed mode 5 in the first gear. This is a 50% grade hill, about 2 blocks long. And here's where it starts to climb, holding at 7 miles an hour. Here's the steepest part, 6 miles an hour. I'm feeling it in my legs. Bike's doing about 80% of the work, down to 5. Got some nice power coming over the top at 6 miles an hour. All right, so I got down to 5 miles per hour. It sounded good. I felt like it had more power to give, and I think I probably could have tackled a little bit steeper and longer hill. As far as brakes go, the HovRanger has a 180 millimeter hydraulic disc. But first thing, guys, the right side controls the rear brake, left side the front brake. They also have motor cutoff. And then for light braking, no grinding, squeaking, nice and smooth. We're going 21, 22, 3, 2, 1. It took me about 30 feet to stop. The back wheel slid the entire time. A little bit long for how heavy the bike is. I felt I should have stopped in about the 20-foot range. The HovRanger has a range rating of 40 to 60 miles. For this test, I'm going to do consistent riding at 20 miles per hour. My app recorded 23.34 miles with 603 feet elevation gain. First 2 battery bars, I got about 8 miles. The middle one about 5, and then the last 2 go pretty quick, anywhere from 2 to 3 miles. The nice thing, you do have good power consistency. When the last battery bar was blinking, I was still hitting the same speed I was getting with a full battery. All right, well, let me run you through all the specs of the HovRanger. First off, you can get it in black or blue. You can also pick up fenders. If you want those, you have to buy them separately. Then you got attachments for a rear rack or a front rack. So you got options that you can do to customize it, if you will. As far as geometry, there's a 72-inch inch length. Then you got a 44.9 inch wheelbase. It's got a mid-step design with a 27 inch standover height. I'm 5'11". Got a little bit of clearance there, about 3 inches. And then you got an 18.70 inch reach. And that does give you a more aggressive riding stance, which is what you want if you're gonna take this off-road. As far as balance goes, easy to ride without hands, which is pretty awesome for these skinnier tires. I've ridden a lot of fat bikes, so I was expecting this to be a little bit trickier, but it stays upright. Really like the balance. It's got a rider size rating of 5'1" up to 6'7". So lowering the seat all the way down, kind of see my leg, it's bent a little bit. If you're a small rider, you're gonna feel like this is a big bike. And then put the saddle all the way up. I do have a mark so you don't go past the limit. I mean, that is quite high. If you're tall enough to where you need the saddle that high, you are going to be leaning over quite a bit. As far as the cockpit, you have mountain bike style handlebars. They're 27 inches long, got a wide stance, which does give you nice control and handling. This is quick and fast. Not a lot of weight to the bike. It's not a big frame. It handles more like a mountain bike than a commuter. There's ergonomic comfort grips. They're stationary, they feel nice. I like the size. Got a Shimano 7-speed shifter underneath the grip, which is a higher end shifter than I've seen on other bikes in the same price range. And that's matched with a turning derailleur. 7-speed shifter going down. 7 to 1, takes 3 pushes. Coming back up is 1 at a time. Locks everything in nice and fast. The saddle is comfortable, it feels nice, lots of cushion. You can go on longer rides and be just fine. Then you got 27.5 by 2.25 inch Chaoying tires. As far as small vibrations, going about 13, 14 miles an hour off-road. You can start to hear my voice shake a little bit. Then you got a front fork suspension with 75 millimeters of travel. You can lock that out. As far as off-road riding, it's kind of hard to say. I'm 50-50. Depends if you go fast or slow. And even going slow, it is still a bit bumpy. As far as the LCD screen, it's a full color backlit screen. Control panel, there's plus minus, the headlights, and then there's a manual tail light. Hold down the minus button for the walk assist mode, and then the plus and minus to enter the P menu, and that's where you can change the units and the screen brightness. The HovRanger's water resistant, has a 2-year warranty and free shipping in the lower 48. All right guys, so what kind of bike do you think it is? Mountain bike or commuter? It's a light frame. The torque sensor is spot on, which is what you want for off-road riding. You got beefy tires, you got mountain bike style handlebars, a mountain bike style posture. There's a lot of stuff that they have that pushes me in the mountain bike direction. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you checking my stuff out, and I'll see you next time.